Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Resident Evil 6. So we've used the NVIDIA Experience app to lower everything. Now it is worth mentioning that technically if you can get good performance out of lowering the resolution and keeping the shadow quality and the texture quality and the screen quality all at high, that would give you a better visual appearance. So what we're really assuming here is we aren't actually going to get that improvement, and instead are just going to stubbornly hold on to 1080p as a resolution with lower quality versus potentially going down to the lowest resolution, which would be, let's see, where is it? That's the highest resolution. The lowest resolution is 640 by 480, a ridiculously old standard as a resolution. In that thought, if you did have everything high, probably not that low. You probably want to go something closer to 720, which is 1280 by 720 there. That would be about the target that they tried to reach on the Xbox 360 PlayStation 3. Now there were some tricks they did even there, but that'd probably be what this game is designed to run at. So you can see there's quite a few different resolutions in between that, and here's one that's even double 1080p I can run on my display on. And these are the options that my video card returns, otherwise they wouldn't be there at all. So I'm just going to hit back and cancel that. Let's start the game. So we're at the lowest resolution, 1080p. We're going to continue where we were, hopefully, or this may be rage quit inducing. See, changing the difficulty. I wonder if changing the difficulty would do anything. Well, I can't actually increase it, can I? I can only make it easier. So, man, if you started on easy, you don't have any choice to make it more difficult. I guess it's a good thing I started on normal. Even though normal is killing me a little bit more than I would like in this game in particular, since nothing's happening.
Ada.
So
let's follow her.
Slightly rage quit inducing here, but not enough. I have slept since last time I played this section, so we're gonna have to play the silly gun
Ada!
ping pong sequence again, which is kind of ridiculous because I'm pretty sure that they had saved or checkpointed. Maybe checkpointing and saving doesn't mean the same thing to people. In fact, the game even saved as I exited, so there's like no explanation.
Shit, it's locked.
We'll just find another way through.
You can see here the graphics look a lot worse now as far as textures. It's still probably slightly better than what Resident Evil 4 looked like. And it's certainly, as far as the PC port, running faster.
We've got to make it to that elevator. Run!
So, we're supposed to run here, and this almost feels like a
Glad you
race.
could stop in. Like what I've done with the place. Hope you enjoy your stay.
I don't have time for your games.
And so, those guys seem like they win every time. And I assume that's the case.
I got to it first.
Whatever.
We don't have time to wait.
We'll take the stairs.
It's not even like there's anything about taking the stairs that matters. You're just running up the stairs section for no reason. Maybe on the harder modes they add even more zombies. That is a possibility, but I kind of don't believe it. And this is the first opportunity in this whole section to pick up anything or do anything. If we start looking at our guns, did exiting and saving and reloading get me double the bullets? I don't think so. Looking at everything I have almost nothing.
Okay.
See, it starts to become really silly. The idea of
What is this room?
of either
I don't like the look of it.
bothering to. Here we have a lag immediately with the lowest resolution setup. Like the only thing, well, it's not the lowest resolution, but it's the lowest graphics at 1080p. So
Engaging logs. Testing for prototypes.
Ada!
can I skip any of these?
We've been conducting such fascinating work here. Why don't you have some fun with one of the new prototypes?
Rigged with explosive charges. What the hell is she thinking?
I'll ask her once we catch her.
So there's really nothing you
Helena,
can do here other than
I'm trying to get the lock open for you, but the security's pretty tight. I'll keep trying to hack it, but see if you can bypass it manually.
let's see.
You run interference. I'll work with Hunnigan to override the security.
Security breach detected in room 1. Security breach detected in room 0. Security breach detected in room 1. Security
Honestly,
breach detected
it's
in
probably
room 0.
worth it more
You're
just to
doing
leave
well.
alone.
You're halfway there.
Security breach detected
Just
in
save
room
the bullets.
1. Security breach detected in room 0.
Oh, are they? Every time I shoot
Security
one
breach
like
detected in
the
room
other
1.
direction, am I hitting these guys on the other side with them?
Security breach detected in room 1. Disengaging
is-
logs in room 1.
Again, this feels just like a race that you're not going to succeed.
time to waste. Someone doesn't want us to catch Ada. She might not be working alone.
Engaging logs. Control prototypes. Disengaging logs.
Just leave her alone. I mean, just let her get blown up. And you can just walk right through these things. No award or anything for this mini game.
Ada, stop! We have to talk!
Sorry, not in a talking mood.
Just run this way. It might be kind of funny if Ada turned out to have
It's been fun.
split personality.
Ada! Ada!
But that wouldn't make very much sense. Nor would it be in the theme of this game series.
Don't lose her! I won't! There she is. Cut her off. I've got her.
And are we ready to get to the cutscene? Let's see if I can just skip this. So here's the checkpoint where we were before. And oddly, the game kind of just didn't save that checkpoint. So checkpoints don't mean what I thought they meant. I'll pick a first aid spray up, and then I'll use it because I believe I have 2 first aid sprays right now. Can't jump over any of these to get lower. You have to actually walk here.
Leon, Helena, come in.
It's kind of bad design.
If Sherry's intel is on the money, Simmons should be just up ahead. Be careful. Hunnigan out.
It's up to you now, Chris.
So Chris is chasing Ada out this way, and we potentially are going to take on Simmons. And I wouldn't be surprised if that kind of is everything. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, really, that they didn't reintroduce Wesker, who they said they killed in 5, because like Wesker was a very good bad guy as far as the way he was written, and Simmons here has killed the president certainly, but we really don't have the time to that.
Our target is Simmons. Always has been.
You don't regret not following her, do you?
We'll have to worry about Ada later. Right now, we need to focus on Simmons.
All right, let's go get this son of a bitch.
So they're talking like Simmons is the exact next guy I'm gonna fight, which probably means it's not. Resident Evil games certainly have a tendency of throwing in one more boss fight, one more sequence first. We get this nice little cinematic look up here. It would look even nicer if we had the graphics up.
You got it.
So next time I exit out, I will just see if I can record at the lowest resolution. Well, not the lowest. We'll do 720p and see if that helps. Well, actually, I should just test it myself
Simmons!
at 640 by 480. See if it runs.
This is unexpected.
Any better.
No! Wait!
Ah, Agent Birkin, impeccable timing. Kindly take these 2 into custody, won't you?
They said you were involved in the terrorist attack. Is it true?
What, are they running down the street screaming it to anyone who'll listen?
Answer me!
It's for the benefit of the United States and global security.
Can't see how killing the president is good for the country!
The president's dead?
Well, we have Leon to thank for that.
God damn you, Simmons!
Dispose of them. Hold your fire! Those 2 are still of use to us.
You need to be more careful.
All right. So what's the plan, hero?
You think you can make it to that door?
Why don't we just waste him?
Because I need you to take care of Sherry.
Can we wrap this up? I do have better things to do.
What are you 2 gonna do?
Finish Simmons.
There's information on here that could stop the C-virus. Simmons wants it.
Thanks. I'll put a call into FOS, get you some protection. Now move!
So you could have played the game up to this point and not realized you can
Alert
double
the men
wield
outside.
guns. But even that cutscene kind of doesn't tell you that you can use double guns.
She got me. Well, played.
So
He's getting away!
somebody just shot him with a virus. It's starting to feel like Ada is the person in charge of Neo Umbrella. And hopefully this is loading to gameplay. And not just a interaction. Let's see.
We can't let him escape.
We won't. We're ending this now.
And there's nobody on this train, which would be very weird for a country as big as China. Like, extremely unrealistic. And all we're doing
coming for you, Simmons.
is running down
Time to pay
train
for everything
after
you've done.
train. Do I have 2 of these? No, I don't. I need like 2 greens now. They did give me some health. So there's a lot of implication here that this is going to be a difficult fight. But right now they're doing about the worst way of doing this. It seems like they almost pedantically wanted to make sure we were 5 cars
I'm
ahead.
just giving you exactly what you gave me, Simmons. At first, you'll be afraid. But don't worry. You're just becoming the monster you always were. You and everyone else on the planet.
Give it up, Simmons. We've got you.
You still chase me while that woman is on the loose?
What woman?
That traitor, Ada Wong. Who knows what she's got in store?
Another team was sent after her. You, Simmons? You're all ours.
Are you here to avenge the president? Is that it? You fool. Had he disclosed the truth behind Raccoon City, the U.S. would have lost all its authority, and the global political order would have collapsed.
So to avoid one possible disaster, you create another? No matter how many people die?
He had to be stopped! He was leading my country and this world into complete chaos. Ah! That woman... how dare she do this to me?
So I figured he might cocoon. But he's not. He's doing an entirely different transformation. He's like a dog.
Careful, stay back.
I barely even remember that his name was Derek. I'm like back here.
Let's get some distance while we have the chance.
Damn you both! I'll kill you with my bare hands!
He's like transforming back and forth. Alright, let's see. Oh, so you can use the first aid sprays. I've come to realize. I'm on the wrong side of this guy, and I was not supposed to do that. So he had to kind of step out of that direction, because if he hadn't, I wouldn't have been able to get around them.
He's too fast. We need to attack from both sides. Roger! Okay.
Wait up, give me a hand.
So trying to get the high road here. That's the right route. this.
Like insects, scarce and weak.
Hit this guy and not miss with the bullets. Take some of these. Man, that transformation would probably ruin him.
Did we kill him?
Going back and forth like that.
Leon! Leon, you alright?
And see, since all of this is just cutscene based,
Leon, move! He's
Like-
coming for you! Get off that treadmill! I'll keep him occupied!
since this is all just cutscene based, it's like the amount of damage you're actually doing doesn't matter at all, I would guess. Because this has to happen.
Leon, hurry!
I really wasn't expecting a quick time event here. And here we have like just trying to pick up all the bullets over here. So are we trying to get this guy to fall downward, or are we trying to hit... Where do you get guns? Let's see. So am I trying to hit his animal face or his human face? I don't think it really matters. See, that immediately just started another scene, which makes me think I'd already done enough damage.
Simmons!
Like shooting a rifle, but I made it somehow. It seemed like I only needed to do one shot. Reload into a cutscene again. Loading into cutscenes is unacceptable. They're not hiding any of the loading at all. Remember, I have an SSD hard drive. There's no reason to see a loading screen for a game like this at all. Particularly if you're loading into a cutscene. A video on your hard drive should be able to start instantaneously on my computer.
What would happen if
The world will be a better place!
So when somebody says something like that, there's this assumption that he may have like a bomb tied to his heart rate or something. So by killing him, it's going to set off a biological attack. That would also explain why Ada turned him into this instead of killing him outright.
Leave him!
So are we going to get a little bit more gameplay, or is it just all cutscene? They saved, instead of checkpointed, which now we know means two separate things. And see, are they gonna see this Chinese city blown up, just like we saw the other one? Head for a mission.
Did we finish it?
I don't know. But we did what we could. Let's go.
They're making ambient noise of pain.
Hey, you! Stay in the line!
But I can't speed this up. This is one of those.
There's no sign of C-virus infection here. Why are we evacuating?
Literally just walked like 10 feet.
Is it over?
Yeah. It's over.
Oh, so now he knows it's over?
Leon, we have a situation. Sherry and her companion were abducted. Our satellite places them at an undersea oil field about 80 miles from you.
Abducted? Why?
Files. The one she gave us. Wait a minute. This is the key to stopping the C-virus. It's...
Jake. Hunnigan, could you check and see if the BSAA has any units near the oil field?
Just one moment.
What is that?
Okay, I've got a Chris Redfield on the line, patching you through to his aircraft.
Chris Redfield.
Leon! Leon, where are you?
Chris, we're just outside of Tachi. Why?
Get the hell out of there!
It's kind of redundant here. And this is the more impactful place for them to blow up in a city. And see, this isn't a missile to kill the people. It's to turn them into the zombies. And so it just starts all over again. Honestly, if any major Chinese town was affected with zombies, there's a decent chance that could be the end of the world right there. It wouldn't be wrong to nuke the place. And I'm sure the Chinese government wouldn't have a problem with it. So, what's interesting here for Chapter 4 is we didn't do that much. And that's kind of how I imagine you're always gonna do it, because there's just very little going on in Chapter 4. Let's see. 61.9% accuracy. My accuracy is staying about the same. And I played for an hour between two recordings. And let's see. Enemies routed 18, rank A. Not too bad. But did I kill anybody big to get any extra experience? Not really. So, defense is 29,000 skill points, and well, defense is 28,000, and firearms is 29. So, and I'm only at 26, which means I can't still really afford anything new. Nor does it look like anything new has gotten here, so if they'd only give me more slots, like, that's really what it needs. If I could potentially get all of these, I could certainly get Unlock Lock-On and Rock Steady and Zombie Hunter and Eagle Eye. So there'd be at least that many. I probably would get an ammo increase on some gun too. I could see at least 9 or 10 skills that I'd like to unlock with skill points. But you can't do that. You can only have 3 skills because they want this to be a multiplayer game that you play over and over again when it should be a single player game that you get stronger and level up on.
Leon! Leon! Are you alright?
Yeah. Things just got bad. Real bad.
So the question here, though, is this is either the end, because there can't possibly be a chapter 5.
I need you to rescue 2 hostages from an underwater oil field. Agent Sherry Birkin and Jake Muller.
Robert Wesker's son.
Wesker.
So this is how
He's got antibodies for the sea virus.
this is how they bring back Wesker, at least in spirit. Is with
On my way.
Jake, who's
Good.
this new character.
Leon, wait. There's something I need to tell you. Ada Wong is dead.
Copy. Sherry and Jake need you. Don't let them down.
Are you okay?
Let's just find the survivors and get the hell out of here.
Echo to HQ, can you read me?
There is a chapter 5. Wow.
Hey! What the hell are you guys doing over there? We need to evacuate. Come on!
See, and this is just
Detected
weird.
traces of the sea virus in the gas.
Now I've
Looks
got
like
like
the same
no
gas that hit
bullets.
Tall Oaks.
We're moving in to search for surviving
Wow,
evacuees.
walk down the stairs, go to
Wait.
cutscene.
We want to help.
All right, come on.
So what are we supposed to do? I think we're just supposed
Don't
to
go near the
run.
gas.
Don't worry, I won't.
We're taking a detour to the quad tower.
We're running to a tower yet again. This is just running to the cathedral.
Over here!
We've just been doing the same thing as before.
You okay? What's it like out there? All I can see is a shitstorm, and I don't think that's the half of it.
We're on our way back to the quad tower to check on the evacuees. We've got a vehicle out back if you want to hitch a ride.
Let's come over here and pick up some more stuff. Shoot that. I need to run or I'm gonna die. Wow, you've really got to run, so you don't have time. Well, that's dumb. We've seen a lot of this. Where
You okay? What's it like out there? All I can see is a shitstorm, and I don't think that's the half of it.
so that's kind of it. That's all you have time
Got a
for.
vehicle out back if you want to hitch a ride.
Shit!
Just run through all of this.
Hold on, I'll get it open. Damn it! We gotta go! All right, go! Come on!
It's clearly,
Where's our
obviously, that there's
It's just outside!
sections here that were meant to be next to each other and gone, oh, come on. And this is pretty typical of video game design, but usually they cut and paste the sections before they put textures and skins on them, or they do it in the appropriate way so it's not noticeable. But here you'll have a running through the city sequence, followed by running through the city sequence in a different city. Were they trying to make zombies that were Chinese? And did they think that was like something that was necessary?
Go! Okay. Hurry!
And so it turns out there was a door here.
Don't look back! Just go!
There we have yet another unimpactful death of a nobody character.
Right. Hang on!
The fact that there's three other...
Probably from the missile.
3 other people that we're gonna play as
HQ to Charlie.
do
Change of
parts
plan.
of the story
Entry to Tachi is prohibited.
tells
Retreat
me
and
that,
wait for further orders. What?
that if they had just combined those 4 people's stories into one person's story, they would have had no problem cutting and pasting into a consistent gameplay narrative, where this narrative is just all over the place. Cut and paste. It's like if you took a book, ripped out all the pages, threw them up in the air, and shuffled them.
They're gonna surround us. We gotta go.
All of a sudden, it looks like I might be in control of it. But I'm not even in the driver's seat. There's no wheel. He's driving. So this is just a, like, I can zoom, I can look, and that's it. This is an on-rails cutscene.
Don't get back! Die! Shit!
And is this all that Chapter 5 is just this long, solemn thing? Look at the smoke. They've created the perfect excuse to have none of the city designed, because you can't see any buildings really, you can't see any design, no lighting effects, nothing. It's just smoke and zombies.
The tower is right up ahead. You two keep going.
It's just cheap.
I'm gonna head back and try to find what's left of my team.
Thank you.
It screams that they
right?
didn't pay anybody to design any levels. Just that
Echo team, come in.
they
Is anyone there?
spent way too much on cutscene budget and gave none of the budget at all to level design. Because there's no gameplay here, there's no levels. And that screams a bad manager, a bad producer, if he's willing to do all of this. It feels like they had a manager of an anime or a movie style making a video game. All we've done so far is cutscene versus cutscene versus cutscene. Is Helena dead? That would be actually really bad for me if she died, because
come on, I got you.
And then I couldn't rely on her to use her infinite amount of bullets against all the zombies, or an infinite amount of life against all the zombies.
Leon,
There's Ada
it's...
Wong.
Ada! Thought she was dead.
Just the way these guys, their heads pull forward and melt.
Too many of them!
Leon, that way!
Let's see. What way? It's not even the right way.
Leon! Leon, do you hear me? Are you alright?
I'll live. But I've got a
Okay,
feeling things are about
so
to get
we
worse.
now know what the trick here is. We've gone full circle, and the tutorial we did at the very beginning of the game, that's this section. So she's about to get hurt, and well, we played to this section actually, and she was already hurt, I thought, at this point. Interesting. This is the full beginning of the intro of the game. I can hit him in the head. Or hit him in the leg to get him on the ground, then hit him in the head. And we'll pick that up. And I don't even have enough items, so I'm gonna have to drop this, pick up this, combine this, and then can I pick up the thing I just dropped? Nope. That was totally just trashed. The story is playing differently because she's not hurt, but this is the exact same area. And were we not supposed to notice this? Were we not supposed to realize that this was happening? I don't remember this part. Doesn't feel like more are coming, so while I do have a decent amount of guys here, there we go. See, and I just don't feel like this going full circle is impactful or meaning anything. Surely, every player
Yes, just keep moving in that direction.
would have known that this is the exact same section. So, is it an instance of laziness or of them just recycling things, or is this supposed to mean or matter to something? We started with almost no guns, and I get the idea that they're sitting here trying to show us how stronger we are, but it's not even really the case. While we definitely are stronger, it's not. It's not like we're a ton stronger. I guess we will get to see who the boss is that they only some Tic Tacs while we're here. Hold down and press forward to dash. Hold down, hold and press A.
Over here! Get in!
No button to jump again in this section.
Shit!
We've got a zombie on us again. So clearly the tutorial section was not intended to be the tutorial section. Because if it was, then there would be no reason that it would be reappearing here. And again, it feels like they may have this game may have just been contractually obliged to be a certain number of levels, a certain number of scenes, a certain number of hours of gameplay, perhaps. The fact that it's even making it to potentially 22 hours is only by pulling every trick out of the book. Just trying to
hold up much longer.
Just a few more blocks.
Trying everything possible. Any of the surprise here is totally ruined since we spent like 20 minutes doing this section anyways. Pull up so we don't crash and have to start all over again. And see, this whole sequence screams it wants to be a cutscene, and yet it's not a cutscene because they needed to have a little bit more gameplay. All kinds of zombies down here. Way more zombies in this cutscene than we ever saw in the game. Like, they can barely have half a dozen. Oops. It feels like there might be a hard mode and an easy mode as far as the level, the times we played this, because let's see, I've got nothing. Let's start with this one. Is there anything more? No, you can't even walk along the edges. You can't even get over there. I suppose I should have picked up those bullets first before I went through my little reload diatribe. Oh yeah, that also probably means that instead of dropping that red herb, I should have just reloaded all my guns and I would have been fine. That was dumb.
You got it.
Boy, do the graphics look bad now with all the effects off. And see, this looks slightly different than the way
Something
it was.
doesn't feel right.
But maybe not. It's been a while. It feels like it's been a lot longer than it has. Still can't walk left or right for no reason. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is where it ends again. Just on this cutscene. And we have to wait until we beat it with all 4 characters to get the ending.
Back for more.
I know what you did. Ada! You disobeyed me. You took Wesker's son away! Use that bastard's blood to make the virus stronger!
Hope you got friends on the other side. 'Cause no one's gonna miss you here.
You're not gonna blow up? Oh, really?
Oh boy.
So now he's some weird dinosaur. Good news is we can combine this with this and then maybe run away and then use that. Now, in Resident Evil games, usually there's a rocket launcher or something you can either buy or find, and that would make it a lot easier. But I'm not really even seeing anything like that. And what's with the obelisk? No real explanation there. Kind of just running around here, trying to get bullets before I try to stand my ground. And in the meantime, I can let my immortal partner do all the real work. I imagine she can't really even kill him. But maybe she can. This is just a round arena. I imagine these boxes aren't going to respawn, so this is probably the maximum amount of help I'm going to get. So now, like, reload.
He found us!
Whatever. Like, I'm way too far to be shooting that gun at him. So, it's pretty typical that you get a giant eyeball.
What the hell happened? Get in.
So I'm not even... I really did nothing in this fight. The game just triggered, probably based on time. And now we can just have an infinite number of fire. And as it typically is in Resident Evil games, after a few new game pluses, if you've got everything upgraded, if this game will allow for that,
Here it comes. Get ready.
You potentially can take out these guys with just a couple of magnum shots or a well-placed rocket launcher at most, but usually the Magnum gets so powerful, at least in Resident Evil 4, and maybe in 5, I don't know, I didn't really have the desire to replay 5 like I did 4, and I barely have the desire to play 6 at all. So did I really do any major damage to him, or was that just yet another example?
Stay focused, we can take him!
See, that gun is too slow. The way this is set up, you really need trying to refill my health and refill my gun at the same time. This guy's roaring like crazy. So, are my actions hurting him at all? Doesn't matter, you know. Like, I gotta run this way and then get in here. That's that gun. Now run away from them. So again, we're running completely out of bullets. And so I'm running and trying to get my health back at the same time, and it's not allowing me to do that. In fact, it's locking up the game every time I try. This guy is killing me like crazy, so I can't stay around too much. Maybe these things are refilling. There's a decent place to stand. Combine this with this, use this, there. I do have one first aid spray. If it gets down to that. I don't know if a shotgun shot to the head is doing any more damage or not. So I'm really in the fight now. I'm really trying to take him out. But it's not seeming like that's really changing the way the events occur. It seems they've rather programmed it to just take a while. I can't jump in the back of this car again and use the guns. I could try to do stronger attacks with more precision, but I need something like to target. Like that's not really gonna work. I can do this. Finish it. Just try that. Maybe that's what I should have been doing the whole time. This is very well maybe just one of those stories where one of these boss fights where the best way to fight is to actually run up and just attack them. Did I walk in the fire? Yes, I did. All I've really got is shotgun shells. And see, when he roars, you're kind of unable to. He's just walking right through this obelisk, clipping right through it. Like, you rarely even get a clean shot at the eyeball.
Shit! Elena!
He has this underbelly that seems like also might be something. Finally, we triggered a cutscene. And in the Resident Evil 4 game, you'd have to run up and like punch him in the eye or something. Which is weird because these are actions actually Leon did in Resident Evil 4, so the fact that he's not doing it in 6 is odd. Like he's forgotten skills and ways of dealing with zombies like this.
To the roof.
Let's hope the elevator still works.
Let's
What's
see.
It's nothing. Let's go.
It's nothing. It's the fact that she's wearing completely different clothing than when you saw her like 5 minutes ago. I mean, there's been no room. There's been no time in this story for her to have a change of outfits. Now I'm hoping this is just a cutscene because we're running a little long.
She's
long
more than
here.
just a friend, isn't she?
But
You have feelings for her.
this is probably the worst time ever to take the elevator, by the way. It's in the middle of the building being attacked and destroyed. So is this another crime section?
Wasn't planning to.
I think I may very well just need to end the recording here. The previous chapter was
Fingers crossed that doesn't happen again.
was only an hour long, so I was thinking this was only going to be an
Simmons!
hour long too.
He's still alive.
Interesting.
She really shouldn't have ditched the helicopter.
So she's sitting there fighting.
I'd offer a hand if I could spare one.
She's fighting the guy, and I think, like, I think this is where we have to end it. So maybe in the next recording, we will have just a tiny amount of experience, and then we'll be done, and then I'll just play with the video settings. Maybe not. I guess I'd have to do something like that. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to support me further, you can go to my main YouTube page. On the right there's a button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And down below in the description box I have links to all my social media sites. Follow and friend me on those. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.